Manada. Okay, today we are going to discuss about the problems on voltage drop and power losses calculation in the case of a distribution systems. Okay, coming to the first problem, a single phase feeder circuit has total impedance of 1 plus J3 ohms and VR is 2400 at an angle of 0 degrees volts and IR is equal to 50 at an angle of minus 30 amperes respectively. Okay, fine. First one, power factor of the load. Okay, second one, the load power factor for which the drop is maximum. Okay, first of all, we find out the power factor, that is cos phi. Okay, therefore, Z is equal to 1 plus J3 ohms and VR is equal to 2400 at an angle of 0 degrees and IR is equal to 50 at an angle of minus 30 degrees. And the power factor, that is cos phi. Okay, therefore, pi is equal to 0 minus, okay, VR angle minus IR angle. Okay, what is the VR angle? 0 minus of what is the IR angle? 30 degrees. Okay, therefore, pi is equal to 30 degrees. Therefore, pi is equal to 30 degrees. Okay, then find the cos phi value. Okay, therefore, cos phi is equal to cos of 30 degrees. Then cos of 30 degrees is equal to 0.86 lagging. Okay, this is the power factor. Okay, first of all, we calculate the power angle, that is phi. Okay, after that, we calculate the power factor, that is cos phi. Okay, next we calculate the power factor at maximum value, that is Z is equal to, first of all we calculate the Z value. Z is equal to R plus JX. Okay, in that R is equal to 1 ohm and X is equal to 3 ohms. Next we calculate the load power factor, that is cos theta. Okay, therefore cos theta is equal to cos of tan inverse of X by R. Cos of tan inverse of X by R. Okay, X and R values are obtained in the Z formula. Okay, what is the Z? R plus JX, then R is equal to 1 and X equal to 3 ohms. Substitute, that is cos of tan inverse of 3 by 1. Okay, this is the load power factor at which the maximum angle will be obtained. Okay, next coming to the second problem. First, before going to the second problem, okay, what is meant by radial network? Okay, different types of radial networks are there. That is radial feeder with uniform distribution load. Next one is radial feeder with non-uniform distribution load. Okay, uniform distribution load is the load is uniformly distributed. Then we are having the formula is there for calculating the voltage drop and power loss calculations, and the non-uniform radial distribution systems are having the another formula for calculating the voltage drop, current and the power loss calculations. Okay, determine the voltage drop in the distributor is shown in below. Okay, there is a diagram is given. Okay, therefore in that diagram the resistance and reactance values are mentioned at each and every section. Okay, how many sections are there? We are having AB section, BC section, CD section and DE section. Okay, each and every loading point, okay, we are having the loads are there. Loads are tapping together. Okay, that is at B point IB current is tapped, at C point IC current is tapped, at D point ID current is tapped, at E point IE current is tapped. Okay, and then the load values are 25 amperes, 0.8 power factor lagging, 15 amperes, 0.8 power factor lagging, and 50 amperes unity lagging, and 40 amperes 0.9 power factor laggings. Okay, and then we write down the formulas for that current at each and every section. That is, okay, in that section, how many loading points are there? B, C, D, E. Okay, therefore, the current across the AB section is IB plus IC plus ID plus IE. Okay, this is the current across the AB section. Next, the current across the BC section is, okay, then IB current is dropped, then the remaining currents are IC, ID and IE. Next, what is the current across the CD section? C current is dropped, then the current across the C to D section is ID plus IE, ID plus IE. Okay, next, what is the current across the D to E section? D current is dropped, then the remaining current is IE. Okay, this is the formulas for current at each and every section. Okay, next, coming to the current at DE section. Okay, first of all, we derive the current at the DE section, that is IDE. Okay, therefore, this is the AC system. Okay, then we are write down the formula for that IE current. Okay, therefore, IE is equal to IE cos phi plus JIE sin phi. IE cos phi plus JIE sin phi. Okay, what is the load current at E point? That is 40 amperes. Okay, this is 40 amperes, and this is also J40 amperes. And what is the cos phi value? Okay, at that load point, E load point, okay, we are having the cos phi is equal to 0.9. Okay, then we substitute cos phi is equal to 0.9. After that, we are substituting the sin phi value. Okay, by using this cos phi value, we find out the sin phi value and then substitute all the values in this formula. Okay, then we obtain IDE. Okay, this is the current across the D to E section. Next, we calculate the voltage drop in section D. Okay, next we calculate the voltage drop in section D. Okay, what is the formula for that voltage drop? That is I into X. I into X. Okay, what is the current across the D to E section? IDE is equal to 36 plus J 17.4. Okay, therefore, IDE into cos phi into R. Okay, what is the IDE value? 36 into cos phi is 0.12 plus IDE sin phi. Okay, how we will get the cos phi value is 0.12, 0.9 into R value. Okay, what is the R value? 0.12. Okay, therefore R is the 0.12 and X. Okay, this is the, sorry, in this formula there is no cos phi and no sin phi value. Okay, IDE into R plus IDE into X. Okay, this is the R value and this is the X value. Okay, and then substitute all the values in this formula. Then we obtain 4.32 plus J 1.044. Okay, that is 5.364 volts. Okay, therefore, the voltage across the D to E point is the 5.364 volts. Okay, this is the current and the voltage drop across the D to E section. Okay, similarly, we find the current and the voltage drop across the C to D section and B to C section and A to B section. Okay, this is the current in the section CD. Okay, what is the formula for that current in the section CD? ID plus IE. Or we can write it as ICD is equal to IDE plus ID. ICD is equal to IDE plus ID. Okay, what is the formula for that IDE? IDE cos phi plus J IDE sin phi. Okay, plus IDE is ID cos phi plus J ID sin phi. Okay, IDE is already calculated, that is 40 into 0.9 plus J 17.4 plus ID is already given in the question, that is 50 amperes into at the D point. Okay, cos, what is the cos phi value? That is unity. Okay, then cos phi is equal to 1 plus J ID is 50 into sin phi. Okay, by using this cos phi, okay, we can determine the sin phi value, that is 0. Okay, that is 0. Okay, then the current across the C2D section is 86 plus J 17.4 amperes. Okay, similarly, we calculate the voltage drop in section CD. Okay, similarly, we calculate the voltage drop in section CD. Okay, what is the formula for voltage drop across the CD section? ICD cos phi into R plus ICD sin phi into X. Okay, what is the value for that ICD? That is 86 plus J 17.4 into R. Okay, 86 into R plus 17.4 into X. Okay, this is the total ICD cos phi value and this is the ICD sin phi value. Okay, then we multiplied ICD cos phi into R, ICD sin phi into X. Then we obtain that is 5.682 volts. Okay, this is the voltage across the C2D section. Okay, this is the voltage across the C2D section. Next, we calculate the current in section BC. Next, we calculate the current in section BC. Okay, what is the formula for current in section BC? That is IBC is equal to ICD plus IC. Okay, IBC is equal to ICD plus IC. Okay, what is the value for ICD? Okay, that will be determined in the previous slide. ICD. ICD is equal to 86 plus J 17.4 plus IC value. Okay, 15 into 15 is the current at point C. Okay, at point C, what is the current? 15 amperes and what is the power factor? 0.8. 0.8. 15 into 0.8 plus J 15 into, by using this cos phi value, we find out the sin phi, that is 0.6. Okay, then we obtain current in section BC is 98 plus J 26.4 amperes. Okay, next we calculate the voltage drop in section BC. Okay, therefore VBC is equal to IBC cos phi. Okay, this is the IBC cos phi value. Okay, this is the IBC cos phi value and this is the IBC sin phi value. Okay, that is 98 into R. Okay, what is the R? Okay, that will be given in the question. Okay, therefore R is equal to 0.06 at B2C section and X is equal to 0.03 at B2C section. 0.06 and 0.08. Okay, then we calculate the current in section AB. Okay, IAB equal to IBC plus IB. Okay, what is the IBC value? 98 plus J 26.4 plus IB. Okay, what is the current at IB? That is 25 amperes and power factor is 0.8. Okay, that is 25, power factor is 0.8 plus J 25 and power factor is 0.61. Okay, this is the current at A to B section. Next, similarly, we calculate the voltage drop in A to B section, that is IAB cos phi into R. Okay, this is the value for IAB cos phi and this is the IAB sin phi value. Okay, therefore IAB cos phi equal to 118 into R. Okay, what is the R value at section AB? 0.06. Okay, and X value is 0.03. Okay, then substitute all the values and then we obtain the voltage across the A to B. Okay, next we calculate the total voltage drop, that is VAB plus VBC plus VCD plus VDE. Okay, this is the voltage drop across the each and every section. Then by adding this all the voltage drops and then we obtain the total voltage drop across the A to E section. Total voltage drop across the A to E section. Okay, this is the total voltage drop that will be obtained in this given distribution system. Okay, next coming to the second problem. consider a three-phase, three-wire, 400 volts, okay, secondary system with balanced loads at A, B, and C. Okay, these are the balanced loads at A point, B point, and the C point. Okay, determine the total voltage drop in one phase of the lateral. Okay, determining the total voltage drop. Next, we find out the real power per phase for each load and the reactive power per phase at the each load. Okay, first of all, we find the total voltage drop and we determining the real power and the reactive power. Okay, this is the given distribution system. Okay, we are having the three loading points, that is A point, B point, and the C point. Each and every loading point, we are having the currents and the power factors. Okay, this is the current at B point and this is the power factor at B point and this is the current at BC point and power factor at C point. And these are the impedance values for that section. This is the D to A section and this is the impedance value for A to B section and this is the impedance value for B to C section. Okay, understand ma? Next, we find out the total voltage drop in each of the distribution system. First, we calculate the VD value. Okay, what is the VD formula? That is I into R cos phi plus X into sin phi into V. Okay, then VDA. Okay, at point A with the voltage drop, that is VDA. VDA is equal to IA into RA cos phi A plus XA sin phi A. Okay, we substitute IA value and RA value. Okay, what is the IA value? 20 amperes. And what is the R? Okay, this is the ZA. R value. R is equal to 0.03 and this is the X value, that is 0.01. Okay, substitute these all the values in the equation, that is RA is 0.03 and power factor. Okay, what is the power factor? That is UPF, that means unity power factor at point A. Okay, then we are considering cos phi is equal to 1. Okay, we are considering cos phi is equal to 1 plus XA value. Okay, what is the X? That is 0.01. Okay, we are substituting X is equal to 0.01 into sin phi. Okay, what is the sin phi value? That is 0. Okay, by using cos phi, okay, we find the sin phi, that is 0. Okay, then we obtain the voltage drop across the D to A point, that is 0.6 volts. Okay, that is 0.6 volts. Next, we calculate for load at B. Okay, for load at B, the voltage drop is, okay, VBD. Okay, similarly, we are using the formula, that is VBD equal to IBD into RB cos phi B plus XB sin Y. Okay, what is the IB value? That is 30 amperes. And cos phi value is 0.5 and the resistance across the A to B section, this is 0.01 and reactance is 0.03. Okay, substitute these values in this equation. Okay, then we obtain, that is 2.28 volts. Okay, this is the voltage drop across the B to D. Next, similarly, we calculate the voltage drop across the D to C, that is IC into RC cos phi C plus XC sin phi C. Okay, what is the voltage drop at the, what is the current at C point? That is 50 amperes. And what is the power factor? 0.9. And what is the resistance? 0.05. And what is the reactance? That is 0.05. Okay, by using these values, we calculate the voltage drop across the B to C section. B to C section. Okay, this is B to C section. Next, we calculate the D to C section. We calculate the total voltage drop. Okay, VDA, VDB, VDC. Okay, this is the, by adding this all the three voltage drops, okay, then we obtain the total voltage drop. Okay, that is the first point. Next, what is the second point? We calculate the real and reactive powers. Okay, what is the second bit? Calculate the real power. Okay, what is the formula for calculation of real power? Real power is at phase A, that is PA is equal to VIA cos phi A. PA is equal to VIA cos phi A. Okay, normally what is the formula? P equal to VI cos phi. Okay, real power is equal to P equal to VIA cos phi. Okay, what is the voltage? 250 and current at A point is 20 and power factor is 1. Okay, power factor is 1. Okay, this is the real power 4.8 kilowatts. Okay, similarly we calculate the real power at point B, that is VIB cos phi B. VIB cos phi B. Okay, what is the voltage? 240 volts and the current at B point is 30 amperes and the power factor at B point is 0.5. Okay, then this is the 3.6 kilowatts. Okay, this is the real power at point B. Okay, similarly, we calculate the real power at point C, that is VIC cos phi C. Okay, what is the voltage? 240 volts and the current at the C point is 50 amperes and the power factor at C point is 0.9. Okay, this is the power, real power at point C. Okay, similarly, we calculate the reactive powers. Okay, similarly, we calculate the reactive powers. Okay, what is the formula for reactive power? Okay, what is the formula? That is Q. Q equal to VI sin phi. Okay, what is the formula for reactive power? That is Q. Q is equal to VI sin phi. Next, similarly, we calculate the reactive power at point A and reactive power at point B and reactive power at point C. Okay, first QA. Okay, what is the formula for QA? QA equal to VIA sin phi A. QA equal to VIA sin phi A. Okay, what is the voltage? 240 volts and what is the current at A point? 20 amperes. And what is the sin phi value? Okay, in the question we are giving the cos phi A. Okay, then by using that cos phi A value, we determining the sin phi A. Okay, that is 0. Therefore, the total reactive power at point A is 0. Okay, the reactive power at point A is 0. Okay, next we find the reactive power at point B. Okay, the reactive power at point B, that is QB is equal to VIB sin B. QB is equal to VIB sin B. Okay, substitute V is equal to 240 and the current at B point is 30 amperes and the power factor at point B is 0.8. Sorry, the power factor at point B is 0.6. Okay, by 6 by using that power factor, we determining the sin phi value. Okay, then we obtain the QB. Okay, that is the reactive power at point B, that is 6.235 kilovolts. Okay, this is the reactive power at point B. Okay, similarly, we calculate the reactive power at point C. We calculate the reactive power at point C, that is equal to VIC sin phi C. Okay, that is equal to VIC sin phi C. Okay, what is the voltage? That is 240 volts and the current at C point is 50 amperes and by using the cos phi value, cos phi C value, we determining the sin phi C. Okay, then we obtain the reactive power at point C. Okay, then we obtain the reactive power at point C, that is 5.232. That is 5.232. Okay, this is the reactive power at point A and reactive power at point C and reactive power at point B. Okay, and then we calculate the total active power and total reactive power. Okay, what is the formula for total active power? Total active power is P. P is equal to PA plus PB plus PC. Okay, therefore the total active power P is equal to PA plus PB plus PC. Okay, we are adding the active powers at each loading points. Okay, how many loading points are there? We are having the 3 loading points. Loading point A, loading point B and loading point C. Okay, by adding these all the 3 loading points for the active power, then we obtain the total active power P. Okay, that is equal to 19.25 kilowatts. Okay, this is the total active power. Okay, that is the second bit in the question. Okay, then what is the third bit? Total reactive power. Okay, what is the third bit? That is total reactive power. Okay, what is the formula for reactive power? That is Q. Q is equal to QA plus QB plus QC. Okay, reactive power at point A and reactive power at point C and reactive power at point B. Okay, this is the total reactive power formula. Okay, therefore, what is the QA value? QA is equal to 0 plus what is the QB value? 6.235 and what is the QC value? 5.23. Okay, this is the 11.467 kVAR. The units for reactive power is kVAR and the active power is kW. Okay, next we calculate the kVA output for phase. Okay, next we calculate the kVA output for phase. Okay, what is the formula for kVA output for phase? That is output power S is equal to square root of, therefore S is equal to square root of P square plus Q square. What is the P? Active power, total active power, and what is the Q? Total reactive power. Okay, that will be find out. Okay, that is what is the P value? 19.2 kilowatts. Okay, therefore, the total output, okay, that will be in kVA, that is P square. Okay, what is the P value? That is 19.2. Okay, therefore P is the active power. Okay, what is the total active power? That is 19.2 square plus what is the reactive power? That is Q. Okay, what is the value for that Q? That is 11.46 square. Then it is the kVA output for phase. Okay, then it is the kVA output for phase. Okay, therefore the kVA output for phase is equal to 22.36 kVA. Okay, its value is 22.36 kilovolt amperes. Okay, this is the kVA output for the system. Okay, these are the various formulas for calculating the active power and also the reactive powers and also the various voltage drops and at each and every section. Okay, we are having the 3 voltage drops, that is A point, B point and the C point. Okay, by using this single line diagram, we calculate the total voltage drop, that is the VDC. Okay, what is the formula for total voltage drop? VDA plus VAB plus VBC. Okay, then we calculate the real power, that is P. Okay, what is the formula for real power P? P is equal to, okay, the real power P is equal to PA plus real power at A point plus PB plus real power at B point plus PC. PC means the real power at C point. PC means the real power at C point. Okay, this is the total real power for the network or the system. Similarly, next one is the total reactive power. Okay, what is the total reactive power formula? That is QA plus QBP plus QC. Okay, this is the total active power and reactive power for this given network. Okay, we are having the 3 loading points. Okay, that's why we are adding that 3 reactive powers and 3 real powers. Okay, this is the reactive powers and these are the real powers. And these are the various voltage drops at each and every section. This is the Ringman distribution feeder for non-uniform loading. For non-uniform loading problems. Okay, we continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.